What's up? This is Wolfie RC. No, we haven't made a video in probably a year or so. I think the last one was the exhaust on the Taurus. But I figured I got some extra time now. Getting almost done with college this year. So I figured I'd go ahead and finally maybe make a video of this. Since I've had this car since about June. Maybe just let you guys know, show you that I have it and no longer have that Taurus. Yeah, all the RC stuff is still up there, but the workbench has changed. I got a Cobalt toolbox / workbench. I really enjoy it and I really like it. But yeah, the RCs have been kind of put to rest for now. Hey, when I get older, I'll play with them, but I'm more working on cars now, on my car. But this here, I bought a 2010 Ford Fusion, and this just so happens to be the sport model with the bigger V6 motor. So far I've done quite a bit of mods and stuff to it. It's, as of right now, it's full bolt-on. Typical cold air intake, throttle body spacer, exhaust, tune. I do have a SCT tuner here from SCT, and it's uploaded with James 93 octane and 87 tune, which the track's gonna be opening up. And the first Wednesday fun night's next Wednesday, so I'll get a video for that. But it's on 93 currently right now. It's like I'm only boot up the car's running, but it's got everything on here. I usually have the gauges on it and everything, just to show. Make sure no check engine light, even though it's on. That's just because the key's an auxiliary. But it runs good. I felt some power from it a little bit. Once in a while it'll trip. The tires going in the second gear. As you know, these cars, they do have the available slap shift, and it'll trip the tires when it goes in the second, usually when I do slap shift. Since I've had this car, when I bought this car, it came with black rims. I plasti dipped them, and then I redid them glossy black. This is probably the worst one. They orange peeled. You can't really see it that well when they're dirty. They orange peeled and they came out like crap. But I mean, I like the gloss black on them, but if you get real close and look at them, they're pretty bad. So I'm not worried about it right now. Didn't really have the time to redo them. I know how to redo them. Sand them down better. Use primer and some clear coat, so it should turn out a lot better. Since I've had this car, I did get in a little tiny accident with it, I guess you could say. This headlight burnt out. The wire harness actually melted. So before I was able to replace that, I smacked a curb by our Walmart parking lot, and it broke all of this up. This was all cracked and chipped. But a couple weeks ago, I actually just got this fixed. No crack there anymore. I put a new splash guard back here. And they put a new radiator shield under here. I bought a new lower grill for it because mine was broke, and they did not put the front license plate bracket on. I did not want those holes in the front bumper, so I put the license plate up there. It is stock height. I've wanted to lower it. I like how they look lowered, but I don't want to sacrifice the ride quality and how good it is in the winter. So, that's me. I have not gotten window tint yet. That's next on my list. That's next and the final thing on my list, actually. Yeah, a lot of people like to paint these grills black or gloss black, but I'm leaving mine chrome. I'm leaving it alone. I think it looks just fine. Under the hood here, I custom made Lincoln engine cover for it to fit on there. Pretty much just ground the Lincoln off of it with a big gigantic file and put it in that vise. took a file and just for about 15 minutes just went to town on it. Took some pre-workout. No, but still, it was pretty tiring. Then I put some of this gloss black carbon fiber I had on it. Put that InGen sticker, and then I bought that emblem. And I think it turned out pretty good. I've got the Steeda strut bar mount, Steeda throttle body spacer. The only thing this throttle body spacer, I'm going to kill the myth right here, since I can officially say I have one. The only thing the throttle body spacer did was maybe help out on gas mileage. This car sucks on gas mileage, and I drive 35 minutes to school every other day, and it's getting 21 miles a gallon right now. So they're way better than what it was when I got it. So I feel like the tune and that helped out a lot. I do have the InGen cool air intake. It's kind of hard to see down there. Maybe the intake's down in the fender. I do suggest for anyone that has this intake to get the waterproof shroud that goes over the intake, because one night I did get water on that filter and I could feel the water on it, even though the intake tube was dry. I took it all apart. So I suggest that you get that shroud for it. I like this intake. A lot of people will hate, not necessarily hate, but just they'll get the Steeda one over this, because as you see right here, this is 4-inch to 3.5, and then the 3. This is the mass airflow sensor area. It's the stock size, and then it'll go back up to 3.5 all the way down to the intake. What Steeda's does is it makes this area right here bigger, so you can tune better with it. You take the sleeve out, you can tune better, and your tuner can tune the mass airflow sensor for more air. But personally, I didn't want to spend $400 on an intake just to maybe get 2 or 3 extra horsepower by taking that sleeve out. So I got this one, and it sounds great. I love it. Have no issues with it besides that water. Just put the shroud on it, and it's perfectly fine. It also cleans up the engine bay a lot, I think. I did do some maintenance on this. I had to have my transmission mount replaced. That was just completely shot. The whole motor was moving when I went in reverse. I replaced the engine dog bone on the bottom of the engine to keep the engine from swaying with the Steeda one. I would show you, but it's just a dog bone mount, and I'll show you later if I can get up underneath there with a light. Just trust me, I did it. I also replaced all 6 spark plugs on this car, which was interesting because there's 3 in the front and 3 in the back. And you gotta take this whole intake plenum off, which it wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. It was just a little time consuming. But those have been replaced. Fresh spark plugs, the Motorcraft ones. I'm going to be I changed the transmission fluid. I changed the oil every 5,000-6,000 miles, maybe 6,500. Just because these engines can go 75 before they need changed. At 100, I'm currently at 81,000 miles, and when I hit 100, I'm going to change out the coolant. I didn't want to slam the hood. Dad's sleeping. Let's see if I can get a light here. Grill light works good. I don't really think it matters that much, but I just want to show that I actually did it. And I actually did this one myself with a buddy. Yeah, that dog bone right there. Can't really tell. A little red, but that's the one from Steeda. Helps against wheel hop in your front wheel drive car. Also, I forgot to mention I replaced the fog light housings. That one and the one over there, because mine were leaking water in, and you could see water. So, yeah, that was a problem. I had to take care of that. Other than that, I really haven't had to do too much. Just pads and rotors, tires. I want to get aftermarket rims and summer tires, but that's about $1,500 in total for the ones I want. Haven't had issue with joints or tie rods or anything yet. I haven't had issues with the I haven't had issues with the sway bar links yet. So if I do, I'll just get the adjustable ones and put those on. I do have a custom exhaust on this car. Got Flowmaster 4-inch tips. They're $45 a piece. Thanks, Flowmaster. Yeah, it's funny. The funny story about that was when the exhaust guy welded these on, I tried to maybe adjust them a little bit. And I actually broke the bowl on that one because of how small and cheap it was. I was like, thanks, Flowmaster, you know. Let's see if we can turn the flashlight on here. Oh, awesome. Alright, so basically what I have here, they're about 12 inches maybe. They're little resonators. They're about 3 inches around, 2 1/4 inch piping, stock size piping. I don't have a bunch of $600, $700 that my exhaust guy put 2.5 from Catback. So I deleted the resonators about 4 months ago, and I had the stock mufflers on it. I liked the sound, but I wanted it to sound more pissed off, I guess you could say. So the exhaust guy was like, well, you don't want to straight pipe it. I mean, I've heard some straight piped ones. I personally think they sounded good, but there are a couple people in my family, Dad, who said no to straight piping it. He said absolutely not. So I had to put something here. So I just put these little resonators in here. They're basically like straight through glass backs, basically, but they're just resonators that the exhaust guy had laying around. They were like $30 a piece or something. And that's how I know no one's ever done this before, is because they're, you know, my exhaust guy with mufflers. So I think they sound pretty good. It is loud. It has a nice deep tone to it. Whoop. And I will make an exhaust video sometime soon on a day that I do not work, maybe tomorrow. I plan on starting to make some more videos soon. And the more projects I get coming up, I don't have that many projects. I'm probably going to be making a video when we go to the track, that's for sure. But I don't know if you guys can see up there, but the resonators are gone. They're deleted, those big ones that sit in the middle of your car. I've had a couple guys on the Fusion page and Facebook tell me to gut the cats. I really would love to do that. I feel like that I'd get some power from that, because I've always been told my whole life that catalytic converters rob horsepower. And a couple cars on here actually do have gutted cats, and they sound good. But I don't think I want to do that yet. My daily driver, I can where I live. It doesn't matter. But I just don't think I want to do that yet. Maybe later down the road. I plan on keeping this car for a long time. I have a 5-year loan on it. And in 5 years, this car is probably going to be worth $5,000. So I'm going to be out of it big time. So I'm probably just going to end up keeping it for a long time as my fun play car. And lowering it, doing some more suspension stuff. I do live in northern Ohio. So as if you guys have kept up with my channel, there is some rust on the car, sadly. It's a 2010, it's only it is 7 years old, but the rust ain't too bad. I mean, the frame's good. Not like the Taurus I had. I could hit the bumper on the Taurus and rust would fall. But makeup in there is not bad. Just the suspension parts. And it's basically just surface rust as of right now. It's not eating the metal away yet. But I know it will. And I wanted to not drive it in the winter, but as of right now, it is my only car. So I can only have one car as long as I'm living at home. Kind of sucks, but it's all good. I don't want to take up too many parking spots. But I think the forged tips look good. Oh, you can actually see down into the resonator. Look at that. Huh. But yeah, the resonators, as you can see here, are basically straight through. But I think it sounds good. As my older brother liked to say, it sounds like it doesn't know what it wants to be, 4-cylinder or a V8. But personally, I think it sounds good. A couple other V6 people say it sounds good. I guess it has to be for you, I guess you could say. Like the sound, it's either you like it or you don't. So anyways, I like the car so far. It's quick. I'll have some quarter-mile times coming up soon. Hopefully I'll get into the 14s with all the mods I have. Other than that, I'll see you guys later. Sorry it's been so long since I made a video, but I've been busy with graduating from high school and starting college and stuff. So, alright, well, my next video will probably be an exhaust video either tomorrow or Saturday. This is my 2 days off, I believe. So, stay tuned for that. I'll do the best I can to get those videos out. Alright, see you guys later.